Hello everybody and welcome to the Stonerds Gaming. Here we are, we're going to be playing some more of Civilization. I'm here again with Tynapple Express.
Hey!
And yeah, we're just going to continue on. We're going to be starting the Industrial Era this time. For all those people on like any of the new feeds or whatever,
Welcome.
Welcome. This is our 5th time doing this, so we're really, we've already been a little bit ahead. So if you want to watch those videos, they're going to be, you can watch them on Twitch right now. They're also going to be up on YouTube later on. And you can also get them on our website at thestonerds.com.
That's right. And also while you're there, you can check out our brand new Stonerds podcast called The Stonerds Go Commercial. And it's very good, if I do say so myself. We had a lot of fun. I still am talking about it. In fact, most of this game is really going to be us talking about the IKEA bathroom event commercial. Sorry to spring this on you right now, Scott. So my thoughts on the IKEA bathroom event are really, that was a big house. They definitely had a second bathroom. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so yeah, so here we are. Today we're gonna be, well, I'm smoking some gorilla cookies. I'm kind of excited about this. I just, like, picked up today, so, I'm kind of excited to try what this is gonna be. Yeah. What about you?
I'm still smoking the Green Goblin, which is my holdover from the, in what era was I in when I got this? The medieval era, when it made sense, when I was still Scotland. And since then, I have been completely destroyed. Thanos snapped out of existence, and now I have come back to life as the Zulu, which is much better. They were a much harder NPC, but both Scott and I are probably going to lose this game, so no one get your hopes up. I'm just facing reality here. So how are things for you entering the industrial age, Scott?
Well, I started a golden age, so I'm really excited. Sorry, I hit the mute button there. I'm really excited about starting my age there. But yeah, wow.
So what secret power did you get?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna start with this weed first. Whoa, that had a kick. So this strain here is, as I said, it's called Gorilla Cookies, by apparently ELEV8 Seeds. That's ELEV8 Seeds. And like it's a cross between Gorilla Glue number 4, so the phenotype number 4, and Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. So a little bit different than what our Girl Scout cookies were. This is a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie. So I'm kind of excited to try that one down the road, maybe. Especially considering I don't like mint, but I feel like that idea might be good.
Yeah, it might be a little bit different for the cookies.
Yeah.
Sorry, the wheat.
Yeah. But anyways, it's both parents were bred by for potency in the show, and that shows in the resin coated buds. And yeah, it's very, I found this stuff was a bit purpley too. It just was really nice looking. And apparently it's good for managing physical pain, nausea, and stress. So yeah, this is a hybrid. Based off of just that one little hit that I just had, I do feel like it is more of a sativa dominant. I did feel like a little bit more of a uplifting, and it does say that here. It does say sleepy though as one of the effects, but it does say uplifting, and I'm feeling the upliftedness right now.
Okay, and no sleepiness so far.
No sleepiness so far.
Just asking for strategic advantage purposes, of course.
Right. All right, so I guess yeah, we're gonna get the game started.
Okay.
Well, we already have the games loaded up, but yeah. So, anyways, I'm just gonna flip the screen for you guys so you guys can see our beautiful game going on.
And it is beautiful indeed. Scott, of course, is where China would be, and I have basically all of North America. I'm Canada and the U.S. If you've caught us in the last game, I was just about to enter a dark age, and at the very, very last moment pulled off a standard age, so I'm pretty happy about that. Right now, I'm developing my first new colony in the old world in Europe, and it's right on the very, very tip of Scotland. So I'll be growing out of there, hopefully spread my religion out, and have somewhere to strike into Europe. And how about you, Scott? How's your game going? What superpower did you choose for your golden age?
Oh, I honestly just saw it too. Where would I see? The Heartbeat of Steam. Plus 10 production towards industrial era and later wonders. Campus district science adjacent bonus provides production, extra production as well.
Oh, okay. So you're really going to be rushing for the wonders now in the late game.
Yeah. Well, no, like I'm just trying. Like I'm in a golden age. This is where I need to be building up my wonders.
That's true.
Yeah, we're looking at around 20 to 30 turns for this era. So we are not going to be playing this whole entire era tonight. We will be doing a two-parter tonight for this era. Just because as we keep going more and more down the road, each turn takes a little bit longer as we have more things to obviously map out.
Funny thing is that also each turn takes less time and years to simulate how much more is going on. So it really does a good job of simulating that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna go for some banking, I guess. I need to get some more money going.
As a religious civilization, you think you'd be interested in more trade routes as well to carry your religion out of your boundaries. So banking is a good move for that as well if you're going to build up your economy. And are you still getting the 60 gold per turn from Indonesia?
Yeah. So yeah,
that must be a big boost.
I don't know how many more turns that is for, but yeah, 60 golds for 17 more turns.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so like at least
3 turns.
So we're looking at the very least half of this era.
Unless they attack you.
Unless they attack me, which might happen.
They have done so twice. Oh, and right at the end of the last age, I did complete the Taj Mahal. So I guess I have another government slot if I'm right. So that'll be exciting. That's another wonder towards my cultural victory that I've been pursuing. But again, probably going to lose. Just judging by the fact that we've just entered the industrial era, I'm still researching the metal casting that would give me access to a cannon. I can see my southern neighbor has skyscrapers, which is very scary to me. And Scott reported the same thing about Germany. I do see now, actually, this is interesting. One of Spain's cities, Barcelona, looks like it's in danger of revolt. That'll probably go to Germany. Germany is also the country that took most of my original cities. Actually, it looks like several. It looks like Barcelona, Cadiz, and Edinburgh.
I was about to say Edinburgh is too, yeah.
Which was mine, and then revolted to Korea. So it looks like they might also be headed over towards Germany. So, as I've been fearing, Germany is the one to watch.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go there.
Too funny. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for your friend. I'm gonna try and do a deal where we have open borders. I can't do that though, it looks like. Oh, here I can, yeah. Open borders for open borders, proposed deal. Just because I have a warrior monk just outside of your lands, I'd like to come and explore.
So apparently Big Ben and Portala Palace have been built since I've last said anything.
So Big Ben was built in Georgia, which is, again, my southern neighbor. I don't know where Portala Palace was built.
All right, so, where I still gotta move.
Okay, Scott's got to move. I had my army kind of sitting there on the border with my southern neighbor Georgia to try and invade them when the time came. But I've got some upgrade abilities, and now I have a new ally in the city-state that's right by there. So I'm pulling my army back into that city-state, hopefully to upgrade them. So I'll have slightly better units. I still do kind of want to go to war with Georgia, but it'll take a little bit longer than I hoped, just because they are so technologically advanced. But on the bright side, hopefully they haven't focused very much on their military because they've gotten so technologically advanced, and I can just storm them. And there's a lot to be said for cutting the legs out from someone who's already very technologically advanced.
Is Korea and Indonesia still at war? They are. I was wondering what's going on.
Okay, well that's good, but it's probably better for Korea. Indonesia is probably in trouble. Though I don't know, maybe that's why they're losing their cities here.
Indonesia?
No, Korea.
Maybe. But it could be because they declared a surprise war. There's so many reasons.
It's true.
There's a lot of different things like that in this.
Germany, I imagine, is in a golden age, just because of how many cities are all of a sudden thinking about joining them. So I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess that Germany's in a golden age, and that's why they're getting a lot of extra loyalty being put out.
Okay. Well, I think, yeah, Germany and I are the two that are in the golden age.
Thought so. So maybe you're also, if there's anyone who was kind of, if your old city maybe is on the edge, although it looks like they aren't.
No,
maybe they would start. Right, yeah. Maybe if you put a spy in there, you could decrease their loyalty. I'm not sure if that's something spies can do.
Yeah,
you definitely neutralize a governor, and a governor produces extra loyalty.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No, because I'm just going to wipe them all out completely.
Oh, okay.
We went over this. Or it doesn't matter. The whole world's going to be Buddhism.
I see. Or German, more likely. I'm going to build some more apostles, or buy them with faith.
I keep forgetting about that, to be honest.
Yeah, me too, but it's the most important thing you can do, because you got to keep the pressure up, and then they won't have the religion to come back from. You'll just be too ingrained.
Yeah.
Looks like Spain's in serious trouble, though, so might be a good time to wipe them out. Not wipe them out, but wipe out their religion.
So, yeah, just in case anybody's wondering, I do have chocolate chip cookies, but I'm surprised, just as much as you might be, to find out that they're actually, in fact, oatmeal cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip, and not just regular chocolate chip.
Which is like winning the jackpot for Scott.
Oh, yeah. The only thing that would be better is if it was oatmeal.
Right, rather than oatmeal chocolate chip.
Am I at war? No. Oh, that's your guys. Oh, phew. I'm like, yeah. What the hell's with the Zulu?
That's me. I've come to visit. That's my monk, warrior monk.
Yeah, I realize now.
Yeah. So that's exciting. You've probably never met a warrior monk before.
Nope.
See?
First time.
Yeah, it's new people from America coming all the time over to you. It's pretty exciting. I'm just saying, pretty exciting. So, did you see the new nation that was announced for this game?
No.
The last one, I know we were covering them last night, or whenever we last played. So the last one was
Monday
announced.
night.
Monday night, that's right, at 4:20 Pacific time.
Woo!
And so I don't know if you wanted to say a few words about the Phoenician people.
Is that who it is?
It is.
Okay, well, let me just pull that up because, yeah, I'm just going to finish my turn here. and then get that information.
Sounds good to me. And I also learned some things about cannabis during the industrial time. And they are not good, Scott. Let me tell you.
Well,
not good.
See, that's kind of what I expected. I felt like the industrial, like, we were using a lot more, like, hemp products and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, like, we got rid of all that. It seemed like to be around the turning point of the industrial era.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, there's some pretty messed up reasons that this happened. But yeah, around this time is when you start to see more explicit laws banning it and making it illegal.
Okay, yeah. So, it's not surprising that's kind of, I guess, where we went, seeing as we could have had stuff like recyclable plastic. Well, not recyclable plastic, but biodegradable plastics a long time ago.
That's right.
With like hemp oils and all that type of stuff.
But what happened was initially, as we kind of just covered last week, and I don't actually know if anyone actually heard that. I don't know if that was completely lost to the fact that my mic wasn't on. But so I'll backtrack just a little bit anyways.
You are on today, though, by the way.
I'm definitely on today. Right?
But I just hit the... Oh my god, why did I hit the... I hit a stupid scene thing. We were not having technical difficulties. Sorry. I cut you off.
Oh, okay. So what happened?
I hit the technical difficulties button by accident.
Oh, I see. So, as we covered 2 weeks ago, or 2 play sessions ago on Sunday at 4:20 Eastern, that cannabis was, first originated back. It might have been one of the earliest cultivated plants back in, I think China, definitely in Eastern Asia. And then as we move forward through time, it slowly moved down through India, kind of stayed, and then during our medieval times is when it first was entering. When it was first recorded as a medical plant, first put down in the original granddaddy of medical textbooks, listed cannabis as the cure for several things. You can go back and look that up. And then at around that time, we talked about how Arabic traders were bringing it into Africa. So all of a sudden, the use of cannabis was, Asia, Middle East, and a lot of Eastern Africa.
Okay.
And then by the Renaissance, the world is starting to get smaller. Last time we talked about actually a famous author named Francois Rabelais, who wrote about a magical plant that was used to give powers to these two peeing giants, urinating giants.
Okay.
And so he wrote about that magical herb that clearly was cannabis. He described it in great detail, so they were able to identify it. It was kind of moving around the world, but it wasn't in great use in Europe yet. And then, as we entered the industrial times, they were bringing slaves en masse from Africa. And so in colonies like in Brazil and Rio de Janeiro, it became illegal for any slave to use cannabis because people were worried that the slaves using cannabis were going to make them too lazy and not work hard enough. And then it started also, the British started to kind of do the same thing in their colonies. They actually, in Singapore, it was banned because they were worried about it being used. At that time, it was called ganja. So it was banned in 1870. It was also banned in South Africa, which was another, again, these colonial powers, basically where they were worried about the natives having any fun, doing anything that wasn't, dour work for them. They thought, oh, this isn't going to make them work hard enough. They're going to have a reason to live. We're going to make it illegal. And then also really, I find this very interesting because it just shows how long this goes. At that same time, when the British were making it illegal in, like I say, Singapore, uh, South Africa, while they were kind of enforcing this around the world, they commissioned a very extensive report on the possible harms of cannabis use. And I have a quote here that I will read to you from that report, and this was written in 1894. So, before long before we're having, Titanic, long like 1894, the British commissioned a report on the use of cannabis, and it said, viewing the subject generally, it may be added that the moderate use of these drugs is the rule, and that excessive use is comparatively exceptional. The moderate use practically produces no ill effects. In all but the most exceptional cases, the injury from habitual moderate use is not appreciable. So there's nothing, it can't do any harm. It's almost never overused, and in almost, except for the most extreme cases that they can imagine, you can't even see any harm. Then it goes on, the excessive use may certainly be accepted as injurious, using too much, though it must be admitted that in many excessive consumers, the injury is not clearly marked. So even though they think if you use it a lot, it could really cause harm, you don't really see it.
Okay.
And the most striking feature, and the injury done by excessive use is, however, confined almost exclusively to the consumer himself. The effect on society is rarely appreciable. So, it doesn't hurt anyone. Even if you're going to overdo it, you can only hurt yourself. Final part is, it has been the most striking feature in this inquiry to find how little the effects of hemp drugs have obtruded themselves on observation. This was 100, I wish I could do that math that fast, 120 odd years ago. And still, we're just now dealing with the end of this prohibition. They knew it then, before it was ever even made illegal. And we're still dealing with this. So it really is kind of frustrating.
Oh, they knew when they were making it. Yeah, totally. And they knew while they were keeping it going. We even know about Nixon's, was it Nixon's or Reagan's?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That came out. I'm pretty sure it was Nixon's. It was Reagan, because he started the war on drugs.
Right.
Who came out and said that we knew that it was not there was really nothing bad about it. It was just a way to get the minority communities locked up and all that, and take control.
And now, to tie this all back in civilization, when we're in the year 1660, we're ahead of the world's actual history, but during the Industrial Age, that's when this all started. So it's got a long, long, frustrating history. Anyways, why don't you tell us about Phoenicia?
Well, yeah, I just had it here. The Phoenician people, it's Dido who's their leader.
Oh, my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
Yeah, I know. Also known as Elisa, so it's pick a name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to find what her special ability is. The civilization's ability is Mediterra. Mediterranean oh my god. Mediterranean colonies. Holy crap. It's because it was hyphenated, but I didn't see the hyphen.
I see.
But
okay.
Yeah. I just need to make a couple of moves here. But it starts with the Eureka for writing. Coastal cities founded by Phoenicia and in the same continent as their capital always have full loyalty. Settlers receive +2 movement and sight radius while embarked and pay no movement cost to embark or disembark.
So it sounds like it's really an island nation.
Yeah.
I guess although they do have to be on the same continent.
Right.
But it does seem like they would want to be spreading out along the coast. I guess this is where.
Yeah, more along the coast.
Did you say it started with writing or started with sailing?
Eureka for writing and coastal cities.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, it does seem like we'll have will have someone starting on the coast and building cities all up and down the coast right away. Even because there's no loyalty penalty, so or they're always at full loyalty if they're on the coast and on the same continent. So you can kind of go in and snipe the coast away from someone else, and you don't have to worry about your city flipping on you.
As long as it's on the same continent as your capital.
Yeah, so that's very good.
Oh, totally.
Wow, I actually I would play a game as them. That's really exciting to me. Okay.
So yeah, so there's that. I got to choose a belief. Buddhism is getting another belief.
Ooh.
We're gonna go with pagoda, I guess. Allow construction of pagodas and give +3 faith and +1 housing.
Okay.
Confirm.
So every church must have every faith must have its type of church, and Buddhism is in a pagoda.
A pagoda. In a pagoda!
Okay, and what's the other one you're gonna choose?
That was the only one I got to choose. That was my final.
Oh, I thought you had to choose two.
No, you get to choose 2 in the first one, and you get to choose 1 in the last one.
I see.
I think that's the last one.
Okay. I think you get another one. I feel like you get 2 when you start. Maybe it's 1 and then 1, but I think you might get another one. It would be if you click on your apostle and click evangelize belief. If you have any apostles around.
I have a bunch now.
Okay, so try and see if one of them can evangelize belief.
No, I'm making a pagoda.
Oh, okay.
No, because they just all came, I just upgraded them.
For sure. I see what you're saying. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm building culture where I can. I'm building wonders where I can. And I am kind of pursuing religion, but in general, I have a pretty hazy vision of how I'm going to succeed at this, which is not a recipe for success.
Okay. No. Not really. So I'm just going to continue telling you about the Phoenician people. Their leader ability is going to be founder of Carthage. Or Carthage, I guess. Carthage. Cities... what?
Like a fancy thing on a restaurant, on a menu, I think.
On a horse.
Yeah, horse.
While they're doing dressage.
Yeah.
But yeah, cities with Chthon gain the unique move capital project, which moves the Phoenician capital to that city, gains +1 trade route capacity after building the government plaza, or any government plaza building, plus 50% production towards districts in the city with the government. I don't understand this though.
It seems to me that they'll be able to, as I described, kind of have a network of cities all around the coast, and then change whichever one of them they want to their capital. They don't have to be stuck with the original capital that they started with, right? That's how...
Yeah, and the only benefit I could think of that is when you if you get attacked.
There's a lot of benefits, I think because then you could put loyalty pressure.
I guess you want. That is true.
And this bonus, like your capital has bonus to production and bonus to gold. You could kind of, I think there's a lot. I think again that's a very, very cool new civ to have introduced. I did hear a rumor that they would have a moving capital, but I was picturing something more along the lines of Endless Legend, where you actually could have a capital that kind of stands up and walks around, goes to another zone. But this, where any of your cities could be your capital, is a cool twist on that. I like that.
Yeah.
And also, you have no loyalty worries on the same continent as your capital. But maybe then if you move to a new continent, you wouldn't have the same worries about your city flipping on you. You could make that your capital. If all your old cities were fine, you weren't worried about
I
that.
just hit spread religion instead of evangelize belief. But
Uh,
I don't want to evangelize belief anyways right now. None of my cities are hurting, so.
oh, okay. But no, evangelized belief would give you a new belief, like your pagoda,
Oh yeah, okay.
right? So that's a good. It's good to use.
Oh, Germany just threatened me.
Uh, Germany's threatening to all of us, but not actively.
Oh, I just apparently my thing's twitching at that point because I'm assuming it's not vertical synced. So we're gonna see if that fixes it.
Now, here's my question. We really need to get. It's not a question. It's a statement. We really need to get every country in on a world war against Germany.
I think so.
Yeah. No comment.
Although people are fighting against my good friends here, the Indonesians.
Who's? They're at least your sponsors. Oh, Indonesia has been targeted for war by Spain.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just made that comment.
I see. Well, it might be a good time for me to strike at Spain then. They don't seem that powerful. I'm idly speculating about attacking everyone. I'm never going to get the balls to do it. You finished that St. Basil's Cathedral?
I did.
Arrgh.
I totally forgot that we were having the race for it, and I ended up beating it.
I did not forget that race. I was one turn away.
Yes. I am so happy now. Woo!
Oh, I'm so mad. So mad. Not really. I forgive you. All right.
So I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to put into... I'm probably going to do this bank, I guess. Choose production.
Okay, I'm trying to decide what to build as well. I think it's going to be and it's harder to tell you because you can't see. Oh, I think I'll build an arena because a lot of my cities need some extra loyalty. Not loyalty, but amenities. And I just got to put my city-state envoys again, so I was able to retake Ireland so I can continue with my upgrading of all my units if I had enough money to do that.
So I did get my new belief, and I chose that my religion spreads 30% further away.
Okay, great. So that's really good because it gives you extra pressure all the way across it. More cities give you extra pressure.
I also want to point out,
Yeah.
I'm still 10 away from my golden age.
10 away from your standard age?
I mean standard age, sorry.
Right. I am 19 from my standard age.
Oh, wow, ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised yours that close, actually.
Well, I just got, 3 points for my 2 religious beliefs there.
Oh, right.
And 3 points for completing that world wonder.
Right, that makes sense. I don't know if I've gotten any, but I haven't. Yeah, someone stole a world wonder out from under me, and my beliefs were already evangelized when I took over. So nothing to do there.
Yeah, I'll continue on with
Phoenicia.
Phoenicia. Their unique unit is the Birem or Bireme or something like that. Bireme. It's a
type
unique
of boat.
Yeah, it's a type of boat.
Okay.
And it replaces the galley. So pretty early on boat.
Yeah.
And just stronger, all that little fun stuff.
Cool.
And then their unique infrastructure is the Kothon, which is the thing that can replace the cap. I'm assuming is this. It's a unique district that it replaces the harbor, and yeah, this is the thing that allows. Oh no, I thought this was the thing that allows for the capital to change. Is it not? Yeah, move capital. Yeah, this is you can move the capital through this.
Oh, okay.
But only available when led through Dido. Oh, so that's the thing is you can either be playing as Dido or you can be playing as Elise.
Oh, I see. Okay. So there are some other civs that have that too in this game, right? I think there's two versions of Greece, both with Alexander the Great and Goro. So that's going to be another one of those two different leader countries, which as a loyal Canadian I'm already jealous of. Why did we not get two leaders?
Hey, thanks Jibs Atron for subscribing. Yeah,
thank you.
We'll smoke a bong for you.
I have to grind up, so can't be me.
I'll smoke a bong. I'm still gonna try to keep spreading my religion, so I'm gonna build a pagoda and a temple.
I'm also trying to spread my religion. And I am in the lead in religious right now, so that's a good sign. But I really haven't had to compete with more than myself and the Georgians on my continent, so makes it easy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, where like well, and also the fact that you know you did get wiped out in like the medieval era.
Well, that's you can keep on holding that over my head forever, but I mean, what kind of guy would do that? What kind of guy?
All right, so I still have a unit to move apparently.
I am ordering a army of religious units to go after Germany. I'm done with Germany. I have to say. So that's the plan for me. And Scott's also doing religion. And yeah, that's really our only option.
But you're going religion too?
I'm kind of going religion, kind of going culture, but I'm not in the lead culturally. Germany is, but I am in the lead religiously.
Oh wow!
So
I thought I was doing pretty well religiously now.
You probably are, but you're not in the lead. So I'm just saying, maybe that's a good strategy for me. To come and just destroy all your hopes as well. Like a vengeful ghost. I moved my spies to the German capital. I only have one. Maybe I should build another one. But for now, I have one. He's moved to the German capital. Hopefully we can steal some works of art from him. Or sabotage him in some other ways. I really do think we're all screwed. He's in the lead culturally, and also he's taking over all of his neighbors through loyalty. He's in the lead domination, and he's in second place technologically. So that's scary stuff to me.
Okay, I'm kind of a little bit lazy and don't really want to grind up any more weed, so I'm just gonna start smoking some keef.
Okay. Industrial era ends in 10 turns.
Oh, okay, so I guess we're gonna get through this tonight.
Yeah, we definitely will get through this era tonight.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. However, I might be in a dark age again. That's sad. Just like it was, the industrial era was a dark age for cannabis in general, might be a dark age for your hero, Tyler.
And myself. It's looking like I'm gonna get flung into a dark age as well.
Oh, that's no good. I thought you were gonna have it.
No, because now it's 10 turns.
How far away are you?
It's 10. I'd have to get 1 a turn. That's pretty hard.
That is pretty. Yeah, it's not very often you average 1 a turn. This was a very short era. I feel like the randomizer really did us dirty in this.
I know, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stone Age.
Awesome. Yeah. We did. I don't know if the game starts you in the Stone Age, but this is definitely the Stone Age for you and I. How's that keep going?
Thanks. I totally forgot to even light it.
Yeah, I knew it.
Choose Civic is what my problem is.
Choose Corolla. And if you're listening, people at Toyota, send us Corollas. So I'm still just kind of upgrading my army, trying to cross the sea. Got my army of apostles going, so at least I'm gonna get something going. But it's too little too late for the Zulu, I think. Far too little and far too late. What do you think there, Scott?
I think so. I think we're both gonna lose to Germany here.
Well, it was fun anyhow.
But I still think we were gonna make it to the last era. At least...
Oh, I think so too. And I think we'll do some sort of gigantic attack on Germany as they try and escape into the sky.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Oh, I do see a lot of Georgian troops lined up here on my border now. I'm getting a little concerned.
Oh, that's not good.
But
usually that does mean a sign of an attack, unless you have that your border's open with them.
No, I don't have my borders open with them.
Yeah, then that's not looking good.
I do have Armagh, which is like an Irish city here between us, so I do have a little bit of a buffer.
Oh, maybe they're mad at that city.
Could be.
They could be trying to take that city-state.
Could very well be. I'm just looking at those cities that were all close to rebelling. They all did rebel. But now they're all going to join Germany, it looks like. So Germany basically has unified Africa, except for 2 Spanish cities that are kind of creeping in. But I have a feeling when both of the neighbors of the Spanish city flip, that city will flip as well.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty safe bet. And I'm getting ready for the Dark Age. By that, I mean I'm not really doing anything. I guess I should make sure I have a unit, because one of my powers as a Zulu is I get extra loyalty from having troops stationed in a city. So I guess I'll station a unit here in my British colony up in northern Scotland to make sure it doesn't flip when I enter the Dark Age, because that's always a very, very real risk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just finished another theater square, so that's very good. I have a writer just kind of sitting around. Can't produce a great work of literature because there's no spot for it. So I'm gonna... Now I'll have my amphitheater, and I'll be able to put that great work in there. And that is gonna be... I'm not sure how long this great writer has been around here. Ovid. So for a very, very long time. I think that's an ancient Greek writer. He's going to create Herodotus. So yeah, very, very ancient Greek writer. Just been sitting around waiting for a place to hold his work. So he must be happy to see that amphitheater being created.
Oh, yeah.
In the year 1710. And I don't really know what was going on in the real world in 1710, but I don't imagine it looked much like this.
Oh, definitely not. They did not have skyscrapers, for the very least, like that.
That's true, but the skyscrapers are just an aesthetic thing. They don't really have any game equivalents. It's just because I did remember that you can have the skyscrapers through being ahead in culture just as much as you can through being ahead in science. Oh, and my spy is now set up here in Aachen, which is the capital of Germany. So I'm going to gain sources here. which is the first mission to make sure he's a little bit more effective, and I think it gets him a little bit of experience too, so it's always good if they can level up.
Now, Russia gets, like, they play as Catherine and
Peter.
Peter, right? Yeah. This is the time of Peter. Would be 1710.
Oh, okay.
In 1710, like on January 27th, so like just a couple of days ago, but in 1710, Peter the Great set fire to the Russian state budget. This is, sorry, not set fire, sets first Russian state budget.
Oh, he said the first one because in most of Canada and a lot of the Midwest right now, I think if we had a state budget right here, we'd set it on fire just to keep warm. So I don't blame Peter in Russia doing the same thing right now in January in Russia. You know, and who's to say he wasn't using them as rolling papers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, but no, he set the first one. So I guess someone has to set the first one so that they'll then exist, so later they can be used as rolling papers. Still an important moment in rolling paper history.
An important moment in rolling paper history.
Peter the Great setting the first budget of Russia. Yeah, or at least according to wherever Scott learned that. So I still don't have my amphitheater going. 4 turns. So Ovid is just kind of waiting impatiently. I'm not putting him back to sleep because I'm worried I'm going to forget him. So I have to click on him every turn. But hopefully I'll get some era points for finishing that before the end of this era. I'm not sure if you get one for completing it. I guess you probably don't because you get one for getting the great person. So it would be kind of redundant if you got one for creating the great work as well.
Yeah, probably not.
You don't have any artifacts, do you, for trade?
No, I haven't even found any artifacts.
Okay, I'm going to try and trade with Germany, even though we don't really like him. And he's very angry with me right now.
Yeah, but he's not angry with me, he's just unfriendly with me. Same thing with the Koreans. The only ones that like me are the Spanish and the Indonesians, and I don't trust the Indonesians.
And don't forget your good friend the Zulu.
Oh, yeah. But again, don't trust you either.
Well, I am going religious and so are you, so we do have ground to compete. Oh, I'm definitely about to get attacked by these Georgians. All their troops are now like sailing across the water nearest to my most undefended city.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I better pull my troops back. And Germany, like I say, has denounced me. So also not great.
Nope, maybe it might be the end of us in the atomic era.
No, I still, although this is the most technologically advanced country who I'm talking about, I'm not that worried for some reason. I think I can hold it off. I'm like, the offense is very difficult in this game, but defense is made to be pretty, not easy, but easy enough. So I'm not as worried, especially because I do have a buffer. The place they're going after is on an island. I can fill that island, every square of it, with my units, so they're always attacking from the... I don't even know if that works for an attack. I think that would make it very difficult, so... I don't know. I'm just going to try my best, but I think I might be able to hold them off, and then maybe extort them for a good settlement like you got from Indonesia.
Okay. I'm not necessarily going to get a little political here, but there is the case that of all the trade routes that I could have done with my character, like I could trade with all my own little cities in here, the best place for me to still trade with are my friends to the south. The Indonesians.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Foreign trade routes are the only way to get money, really. Internal trade routes get you growth and industrial abilities.
But no, like I get like science, culture, like so much more from trading with them too.
For sure.
Also because I'm so much weaker than them.
Well, yeah. But I take your point. It definitely, everyone in the game is definitely doing much better when everyone's trading with each other. It's just a fact. All right, and I got a governor promotion. So I think I'm actually going to appoint a new governor. Because then I'll only be one away from having them all. And I think that's a good era score. And I got the science guy. Bill Nye, I think he's called. And I'm going to assign him to a city that produces a lot of science. And I'm going to start pulling my boats back because I really am thinking I'm about to get attacked. But I still have that one guy who's exploring around in Amsterdam, so I'll leave him to explore and find out what's up.
Well, just a little bit of information, because this is 1730. On August 4th, the Crown Prince Frederick of Prussia escapes to England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just a little bit of information.
Yeah. Now, I remember first time I heard Prussia and really did think that was a typo.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, whole different place.
And Voltaire's Brutus premieres in Paris on December 11th.
Oh. So good in the history of live theater.
Oh, yeah. No. What? No.
What?
Was Brutus, I thought that was a painting.
I feel like you don't say a painting premieres.
I guess. No, he was a philosopher, so...
Right. So I feel like philosophers often work as player. I'm looking it up now. Voltaire's Brutus.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just assumed it was a painting.
It's a tragedy in 5 acts by Voltaire.
Okay.
Yeah. He also wrote Oedipus, or a take on Oedipus. Seems like he was... because really when you look at it, we would still be in the Renaissance. And so that was a time when they were looking backwards a lot towards Greek and Roman culture. So it looks like he was telling, a philosopher at the time definitely would be... It would be typical for them to be writing about old Greek stories and Roman characters, that kind of stuff. Brutus, obviously, with Julius Caesar, and then Oedipus is a story, like an ancient Greek story, or a play, but I don't remember who it's by at the moment. My old drama teacher would kill me.
I'm blanking.
Yeah. Anyways, what are you up to in your game? Because I can't see.
I'm really just still trying to build up my religion, but it's been not overly going the greatest, I guess. It's not going poorly. Okay,
that's mediocre to hear.
Yep. I feel like it's mediocre at best. Like I am going to be in a dark age, but we knew that.
Right.
So it's really just, where can I go from here?
Got it. Just trying to find your way forward into the next age. Thinking about buying, even though I'm going a religious path, I'm thinking about, and I've almost decided to buy a naturalist. Try and see if I can get a national park going in my country.
Is that how do you get a naturalist? I guess I probably still don't have the...
Yeah, it's just from a tech, and you buy it in the same place you would buy your missionaries. And then you have to make it in a place with like a certain level of beauty in all the squares, and they can't have been ever developed into anything. So it is hard sometimes, if you've really developed your country, to find a place to put one. But it is very good for tourism. And if you're going to be playing Canada next time around, you're going to have to build some.
All right. So I'm still waiting on you.
No, it's ended my turn now. Yeah, I'm just trying to upgrade my units still. Not much going on over here. Do you have any wonders on the go?
I don't know, but it's still saying waiting for Tynapple.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, now it says please wait. Oh, wait. We're good.
So do you have?
No, I got no wonders. I'm just, as I said, really building up just buildings, all the city stuff that I needed. I've got, like, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities.
Okay, great.
So, like, I've got pretty much all of what China is, and like
Yeah,
a lot
7
of
cities is a lot.
A lot of the northern Russia.
Cool.
So yeah, overall, I feel like like I said, this is kind of the best time to be going into a dark age, anyways, because then you can propel yourself into the last 2 rounds, hopefully into a golden age.
That's true. As a good friend, I'll tell you, the island south of you is just like an amazing place to settle. It must be supposed to be a game starting location.
Oh, okay, good.
Like directly south from Nij. No, it's not you anymore.
Yeah,
it's
I know,
Nij
but I know where you're talking about. So I'm building a settler right now. So hopefully I can get that going.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. Japan wouldn't be a bad idea either, but
no.
Especially that place down there with spices and pearls and a lot of food items. That's really good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to research banking, I think. I remember Scott researching that a while ago, so that makes me worried. And my spy now in Germany. What am I going to do here? I'm going to try and siphon funds from him. Try and get a little bit of money from Germany. By a little bit, I mean 500 gold, so it's a fair amount. And I got another swordsman upgrade. I finally got the policy to give me, or at least I found it, give me 50% off upgrades. So now my army's upgrading very fast compared to what it was before.
Well, that's good.
And I did just research metal casting, so all my archers are going to cannons. I think that this kind of increase in my military strength is going to be enough to scare Georgia off. I suspect, although they have tanks.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, but I still suspect they're not going to bother. I think it's just going to be too difficult for them. But who knows?
They have tanks, Ty. Don't you know tanks are like everything?
Tanks are pretty great. I do admit.
So,
you ever see that Brad Pitt movie about a tank?
No.
Oh. Me neither, but it looks good in the trailers.
All right, so yeah, the industrial era. We're down to
coming
4.
to a close.
Yep.
4. I need 10 more to get to get into a standard age. Last time I pulled it out at the very last second. Who knows? Who knows?
So really, we're going to be starting a modern era in 1800.
Yep, that seems right. Before 1800, I guess.
No, at 1800. Because it's been going, we got 4 more turns, and it's been going 10 a turn, I think.
Oh, okay.
For these last ones. So I think it's going to keep going until we get to 1800 at 10 a turn.
Slow down. That makes sense. And so really the modern era, which I would consider having started like 1920. I think that's what the game's thinking, but I could be wrong. We're basically getting a 100-year head start, let's say. So that's pretty exciting.
Yep.
I'm building an art museum. I already have an archaeological museum. And I do have an artist just kind of hanging around, just like Ovid, waiting to do his thing. Germany denounced me for converting one of their cities. Georgia wanted me to give them one of their religious relics, or one of my religious relics, but of course I said no. Spain wanted that as well. Everyone's trying to get that relic that I got for having that apostle die. But I'm not giving it. It's an 8-handed mirror.
Damn it. I clicked and I moved my apostle when I didn't really want to.
Oh, I hate that. And there's no undo in Civilization.
No undo in Civilization.
I said that like it was a thing, but that's not a thing. No one says that.
There's always money in the Civilization.
Yeah. All I gotta say is no touching.
Well, that's the problem, is I touch the mouse and it ends up accidentally sending them where I don't want them to go.
Yeah.
That's so exactly it. No touching.
My Bahama colony is one of the few things that I've done really that I think has been good for this Zulu since I took over. It's thriving now, I have to say. I'm very proud of it. It's just on... I don't really know where, but somewhere in the Caribbean. And I also have one, like I say, northern Scotland, but that's not doing quite as well. It is growing, though. I really should get a worker over there to start building, get harvesting those sheep and those whales. Or should I say loose seals?
Loose seals.
Way to tie that one back. Oh, and of course, Spain is starting to come and defend against my apostle army. But I'm just going to keep on spreading my religion, I think. And so they'll die. My apostle will die before he's killed in battle from overusing his spread. And then I'll just sub in another one, and hopefully I'll be able to win these battles. I did, though, this time not send all apostles. I often just send all apostles, but that's kind of wasteful. I sent a few apostles as a guard, and then I sent a lot of missionaries this time. So they have to use all of their religious spreads. Try and get Confucianism going.
So, what year are we in right now?
1770 AD. As the song goes, the year was 1776. Oh, no, 1876. I'll get back to this in 100 years.
The Boston Massacre happened that year, on March 5th.
Oh, that's not a happy thing.
Well, that's part of the American Revolution.
Oh, I don't know my American history that well, I guess.
Yeah.
But as the people who are in America...
Well, I found that out. I actually just have that fresh in my memory just because I was in Boston not that long ago.
Right. And how was that?
I was, not bad. I had fun. I had more enjoyment along the Cape, along Cape Cod than I did in the actual city of Boston. My parents didn't really want to go there, and I was traveling with my family. That's always never a great thing.
Yeah, there's always a million stories, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a point for discovering the Great Barrier Reef.
Just because this game is all about the 4X, and one of those X's being exploration, British explorer James Cook first set sights on Australia in 1770 on April 19th.
That to me is shocking. I really did not realize that Australia took that long to be discovered.
Yeah.
Wow. And meanwhile, in this game, I had just discovered the Great Barrier Reef, which is the natural wonder in Australia. So, really, art imitates life. Art imitates life.
Pretty much all the facts that I have from this website I'm looking at, called onthisday.com, pretty basic, is just a lot of stuff about James Cook. Oh. He had a lot of stuff that he did there.
That year, he was super active.
Yeah, he discovers the Barrier Reef of Australia.
That's what I did.
You just did that?
I just did that.
And yeah, on April 22nd, the James Cook's expedition lands on the east coast of Australia.
That's awesome. Well, I'm not
So
on the East Coast though. I'm in the North. I'm looking a
that's
little do it. Yeah, I
oh,
did discover the Great Barrier Reef.
we have a pending religious emergency.
Oh,
You have converted the holy city of Catholicism to Confucianism.
oh,
It appears that you are unwilling to exist to exist peacefully. I'm gonna reject this
okay. Well, thank you for that. I didn't realize that this was the holy city of Catholicism. I think I would have gotten more era points for that then.
because I feel like you're just weakening them out for me, anyways.
That is really what's happening. Weakening them out. They have a lot of apostles coming, so it's not looking good. But I am gonna fight. Why not? We can push back with our Confucianism. I did not realize that was the holy city. It's not their capital. The capital is farther south.
It doesn't have to be the capital.
I guess that's true, but
Yeah,
I just didn't realize. Okay, I'm going to build a market in my most northern colony. Get another trade route going. But no one's at war with me, so I don't really care if they're all like having an emergency to try to convert it back.
No. Yeah, why would you?
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it though, because I'm sure it would do good things for my religion to have them fail in this.
Alright, I just built my settler. Hopefully I can get somewhere good.
I'm going to build another thing of apostles. This time I really am building apostles because I'm going to fight. Oh, I meant to build well, I really shouldn't be building a naturalist anyways. Okay, so I'm moving. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm putting my army in defensive positions, I guess. Upgrading my spearmen. Leaving my musketman right there. Oh my musketman actually will go in the water, and my crossbowman will go on the island. So we'll shoot at anyone who comes at us. Because I really am worried about Georgia.
So yeah, we're in 1780. This is gonna be a lot of stuff about the
James Cook.
No, about the American Revolution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've got a snowstorm that hit George Washington's army at Morrison, New Jersey on January 4th.
We feel you, George Washington. We feel you.
Yeah. And then we have like stuff like the American Academy of Arts and Sciences was founded in Boston by James Baldwin, John, and Sam Adams. And then they went on to make beer.
Right.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. So now we're moving on to 1790.
I saw a documentary about this time, and it was all rapping. It was called Hamilton. And I didn't actually see it. I just listened to the soundtrack. But it was a documentary. And it was very gripping. So that's what was going on in this time where we are in civilization. I really do wish we could hear some of these people rapping. So I'm sure it's beautiful. Oh, my spy failed his ability. Oh, okay, so the religious emergency is going on. My spy failed his mission, but he was undetected. So I'm just going to send him right back in to Germany and try again to steal some gold from me. Because that's all I want, really, is some gold. Okay, back to this city.
I'm still debating on if I'm just gonna build another settler because I should try to go for Japan and for Indonesia.
I would.
Cheese production. We're gonna camp. No.
Okay. I'm building. Again, I'm still just upgrading my army. It's taken a lot. I had a big army, and they were very low in tech. I've gotten a lot of tech since then, so everything has to get an upgrade. I'm getting 50 gold per turn, which isn't that much, but it's enough to upgrade. With that civic that I put in, it's about enough to upgrade one every turn. A little bit less, but more or less.
More than less.
More than less, exactly. And it does look like Georgia's pulled all of its troops back inwards. So
that's good.
But they now have spec ops, which to me look like UFOs. So I don't think I'm going to go to war with them anytime soon either. My new missionaries and stuff are ready. Oh, I'm going to try and steal Goldilocks this time from Germany. I don't have anywhere to put it, but I still want it. Oh, I do. I have a new one of my amphitheaters has 2 places, so I could put it in one of those. I may have forgotten to use Ovid. I did. Remember I said I was going to leave him unused so I wouldn't forget? Well,
yeah.
I did.
Oh, yeah. So stuff that happened in 1790 where, like, George Washington delivers his first State of the Union address. So that's big. The first president's first State of the Union address.
And last night
was
supposed to be one, and then it got moved.
Thomas Jefferson becomes the first U.S. Secretary of State under President Washington on March 22nd. But a big thing is Rhode Island becomes the last of the original 13 colonies ratifying the U.S. Constitution.
Oh, wow.
So that is a big thing that happened on May 29th.
Yeah, congratulations. Happy birthday to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that catches my eyes. Slaves revolt in Haiti, but it was later suppressed, so boo to that last part.
Yeah.
Yay, then boo.
That was a real emotional roller coaster.
But New York gives up claims to Vermont for $30,000. Imagine that on October 28th. Imagine having $30,000 and just being able to, like, buy Vermont. Like, that's how little value New York gives about Vermont. I feel like they still feel like they would do that now and still feel like they got a good deal.
Yeah. Tell me, how much would you pay for, like, what do you think the equivalent of that would be today? I guess it doesn't exist. All right, I'm in a dark age.
So yeah, so that is unfortunate. We did know that was coming though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I chose Wish You Were Here, which gives me points for every artifact recovered, and I'm just going to go heavy into archaeology.
I need 11 to get out of the Dark Age for this one.
And I need... See, this is the problem. 4, 5, 25. So, yeah. It is an issue that I have to get a lot to sustain this pace. I guess an early start just is weighted in a way to give you a tough finish, and that because where you are means you have to get more every time, right? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. Anyways, we're in the new era.
Yep.
So all I gotta say is watch this IKEA bathroom event commercial. I'm just telling you, don't even listen to our podcast about it if you don't want. Just watch it. It's gonna blow your mind.
But then after that, go listen.
Smoke weed every day.
No, then after that, go watch our podcast, listen to our podcast and all that. And yeah, also check out our video on YouTube of Half Baked News. We'll have another one coming out on Monday. That's our goal, is to have them coming out every Monday for a little while. And yeah, smoke weed every day. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. This Gamecast.
Sounds good. Smoke weed every day.